This is the plaintiff, Sarah Ehlers. She says she rented a room in the defendant's apartment, and there wasn't a day that went by where the woman wasn't bothered by something she did. For example, she moved one of her plants a foot away into the sunlight, and the lady thought she was trying to take over the living room. Bottom line, the woman asked her to leave, she did, and now she can't get her security deposit returned. She's suing for $600, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Caridad Torres. She says the plaintiff broke the guest rules immediately once she moved in. Her boyfriend basically lived with her, would cook dinner for her, and even had keys to the place. Bottom line, she moved out early, and she has every right to keep the security deposit. She's accused of strict landlording. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $129.09 for utility bills.
Okay, Sarah Ehlers, you are suing your former landlord, I guess, and roommate, Caridad Torres, and Melissa Rupa. You have power of attorney for Melissa?
Yes.
Okay, for $600 of security deposit that you say she is keeping unlawfully. You are counterclaiming against her for the utilities that you say she didn't pay and owes. Go ahead, tell me what happened.
I found the apartment on Craigslist in February. I went in and I met Caridad. The apartment looked good, so I gave her a $600 security deposit. I moved into the apartment on March 1st.
Did you sign anything?
Yep, I signed.
Can I see what you signed?
Yes, do you want me to bring it to you?
No.
I signed something basically saying that I gave the security deposit of $600, and if I chose to vacate the apartment, I'd give 60 days notice.
What about if she chose for you to vacate the apartment?
That's not listed.
It's not in there. Go ahead.
So I moved into the apartment, and I think constantly Caridad struggled with my presence in the apartment.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Actually, I didn't struggle with her presence in the apartment, Your Honor. What we struggled with was the fact that Sarah Ehlers did not, she refused to sign, or she claimed that she did not receive a tenant agreement.
What's a tenant agreement? And why did she move in without signing something you wanted her to sign?
You would have to ask her.
No, I'm asking you. You're the one who wants her to abide. Show me what you're talking about.
Yes. The new tenant that moved in and my other tenant that lives there signed both of the agreements.
Okay, but see, if I want somebody to sign something, they don't put their foot over my threshold until they sign it. Why didn't you have them sign it?
I asked
These
her
are the
to.
rules. I thought this was what you were talking about. Noise must be kept down to a minimum. No smoking anywhere on premises. Guests may come and go with you. Cannot have copies to keys. Guests cannot stay without you at the apartment. No loitering. Rent's due on the 1st. Okay. The problem that ends up happening is that after she moves in, how many months? When did you move in?
I moved in March 1st.
Is that you realize that she comes with an attachment, which is you?
Yes.
Boyfriend. Okay. Right? Okay. And what becomes a problem?
So how much time does the landlord have to give if it's silent?
I think it's a rule of reasonableness, whatever a reasonable time is.
What is that?
Well, if there's not a statute in point, maybe 30 days.
30 days? Okay. What do you think?
You got to give some notice. It works both
What
ways.
is it? It's like prunes. How many is too much?
I agree, but you got to give some notice. That's not right.
How much?
I think it should be the same, 60 days.
Even if it doesn't say anything as to the landlord.
No.
What's good for the goose?
Just to be fair.
Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
He would stay there without her presence. He would have, I guess, keys to the apartment because he would come in and out when she was not there, making myself and my other roommate, Melissa Rupa, uncomfortable. When we had our initial interview, we did speak about these rules because I always speak about these rules with people that I interview with.
So bottom line is, now it's April. You guys are not getting along. Boyfriend's there all the time. Boyfriend, come on up. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, Sam. Do you have a last name?
Roberts.
Roberts. Mr. Roberts, were you there at times without her?
Yes, I was. I didn't have my own set of keys. I used Sarah's.
Okay. You do understand how that might make two female roommates uncomfortable,
Understood.
right? They don't know you and...
From what Sarah told me, that it was when she first had the interview with Caridad, she explained to Caridad that I was on the scene and that I'd be staying there occasionally.
And that's because you live in Boston?
I live in Massachusetts,
Okay.
Stockbridge.
So then you come down and visit, so you stay several days. All right.
Correct.
Well, clearly there was a misunderstanding about how things would go. And at some point, you send an email to her.
I said, Zara, this is not okay. I'm tired of this. I think when I get back, you should start definitely looking for a place, and you would have 60 days, the same that I asked for.
And so here's that email. This email's written on April 13th. I think when I get back, maybe you should start looking for another place that's not working out. I'll give you the same courtesy 60 days to move, just like I asked you. That is your notice, right?
Right.
Okay, then what happens?
So then I started looking for a new place to live. On Craigslist, I found a place, and I informed her Caridad that I would be moving out May 1st. And I asked her, if she'd be when she'd be returning my security deposit.
And now here we are,
And now-
essentially,
and now
because
here we
you
are.
said you want your security deposit back, and you feel she's not entitled to it because?
She didn't give me 60 days.
Right. Now, so here's the discrepancy. You feel that she told you you need to get out, and you got out, and it wasn't your choice. It was her choice.
Right.
So you feel you don't have to abide by the notice requirement.
Well, I'm not giving notice. She asked me to leave. It's not
Right.
the same.
But
right.
let's assume that I am your landlord, and you are my tenant, and I ask you to leave. I'm invoking the notice. How else do you invoke the notice? You say, you're going to have to go. I have to give you 60 days, but you're going to have to go. You seem to think that because she invokes the rule that you don't have to abide by the rule, and you're wrong. You do. You had a right. And first of all, let me just say one other thing. When you signed this little agreement you signed with her, you were only protecting her and not you. It says there you've got to give 60 days, okay? It doesn't say she's got to give you 60 days, all right? And so because it doesn't say anything, we really revert to New York law that says she's got to give you 30 days. But we're not even there because she, as a courtesy to you, said in that email very clearly, I'm giving you 60 days. Now, you're talking about the utilities. You claim that you were told utilities would be included?
We didn't discuss utilities.
Nobody discussed it.
We didn't.
Didn't you ever pay an electric bill for March?
No.
All right. Can I see the bills, please? While I'm looking through this, in emails back and forth between the two of you, which were rather interesting and got a little chilly, let's say, you discuss her boyfriend loitering outside and threats that she would. What threats did you perceive her to be making? And tell me about the boyfriend loitering.
The other tenants were telling me that they didn't appreciate that he would be standing outside. I saw him the other day. Myself and Melissa saw him outside across the street in front of our apartment looking at the house. And she said that, if I didn't give her her $600, that she was going to become very hostile.
Were you, Sam, come on up. Were you loitering in front of the apartment?
No, I was not.
Why did she say she saw you there? Were you trying to take pictures or something for any reason?
No, not at all. Where Sarah resides now is on the same street. I do not loiter.
Okay. All right. Here's my verdict, okay? For the reasons I've explained to you before, that you did get notice, and you have a right then to stay the full 60 days that you chose not to take, okay? You can't get that deposit back.
Can I just speak to that a little bit also?
You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. I just ruled, but go ahead.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
That's
okay, go
fine.
ahead.
I mean, in addition to her asking me to move out, she threatened me.
Okay.
So
I'm reading the email,
Yeah.
and the email doesn't tell you get out. If it told you get out, you'd get your security deposit back.
Okay.
The email says it's not working out. I'm giving you the courtesy of 60 days. I didn't make up the email. I know what she said to you. So you can't then make up that she told you get out right away. So what I'm going to rule is that you are not entitled to get your security deposit back, and you are entitled to $129.09 in utility bills that you do have to pay. That's my verdict.
Let's get some comment from the plaintiff leaving the courtroom here on this verdict. What's your feeling on this?
I'm a little disappointed.
About
Well, about it not ruling in my favor, and I had a lot more to say.
She threatened you? What threats? What could she possibly?
She said her friend Steve was worse at hurting ... people's feelings, and he had the keys to my apartment.
So you felt you were afraid?
Yeah, I wish you hadn't told her where we live, dear.
Oh, so you're mad at him now? Well,
No, not
for
at all.
anything? You're not
No.
mad at him? Okay. All right, head right down there, okay? All right, head right down that way. Okay. All right, so step on in here. Satisfied with the outcome of this case? Here, step up a little bit. Jennifer?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and I never threatened her. There's a written statement by my...
Who's Steve?
Steve is a former roommate of mine.
Well, you say she threatened you?
Yes.
What'd
and
she
it's
say to you?
Written in a statement by my other roommate. She said that she is apologizing in advance as to what will happen to me when...
What did you think would happen?
I'm not sure because I don't know what she's capable of.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, when you sign a lease, you better read it, because if you don't read it, it's no argument to say, oh, it's just not fair to me.